What's up, everybody? It is Porridge here, and I am very excited today. I'm going to show you my build. This is my one and only build. I do that each game cycle. I focus on one build, get good at it, and just rock with that for at least a couple seasons. So this is my baby. This is a very beginner-friendly, newcomer-friendly type of build, especially with how easy shooting is this year. We made a combo guard, primary shooting guard, but a combo guard, able to ball handle, able to pass, and just absolutely amazing at three-point shooting. If you get an open look on the perimeter, you're gonna knock it down with this build. It's almost difficult to miss a wide open three. I'm shooting 75%, and that's taking some crazy shots with my squad, going for clips, so this build is very good for people that are newer to the game. It's very easy to fit in on a random rec team or with your squad at the 2 or even the 1 spot. What I love about this build is it's shades of prime Ray Allen, I believe Bradley Beal, but I mean, Ray Allen is pretty much exactly what I was going for. It's what my squad needed from me. Hit the open three, play make, facilitate when I need to. When the other point guard is hounding our point guard, I can bring the ball up, give him some space, get him some open looks. It's very diverse, it's very multifaceted, and very good at a lot of different things, especially offensively. So I really wanted to make a video about this for the people who may be looking for a build that's a little more comfortable. I noticed that a lot of the YouTube builds out there are very demigod, unicorn, alien, super OP, superhero type of builds. The problem with that is that you're not going to be able to take full advantage of those builds if you're not a top 10% type of player. So this is for that 90%. That's where I'm at. I'm just a guy who likes 2K, so this build works really well for me. This is not a back and forth dribble, spam, fade, three crazy type of build. That's just not how I play. That's not how my team plays. We play a more realistic brand of basketball in which ball movement is paramount, getting open shots is paramount, and playing defense is extremely important as well. So if you like that type of basketball, then maybe check out builds closer to this. But as always, build your own, be your own person in this world, be an individual. I just wanted to show you a reference of what I was working with that you might like. You can see what you like, what you dislike, and go from there. Make it your own. So if we look straight into our attributes here, I'm going to skip the shades of screen. Like I said, it was Ray Allen, Bradley Beal, Michael Redd, I think. But if you young boys don't know about prime Ray Allen, Bucks, Sonics Ray Allen, check out some clips on that man, because he was incredible. If we look at our attributes, like I said, cap break, 3-point shot to 99. You don't have to do that, especially with how easy shooting is, like I said. So feel free to use those cap breakers in any way you would like. 94 is plenty. 99 free throw, it's cheap. I will not be that guy who misses a free throw with the game on the line. So I usually just put my free throw at 99. You can spend those points elsewhere if you'd like, but I recommend at least a 70 so you can reliably hit free throws. You don't want the crowd and your friends laughing at you because you can't take the free points at the line. Speed with ball and ball handle, 87, 82. Pass accuracy is a 71, which is plenty for crisp passes. I use the Paolo Banchero. Pass style, it's very good. You can unlock that with this rating, and you can get to purple dimer with badge boosters. So that is plenty. You can go higher if you'd like. It allows you to make full court passes a little bit easier. Currently working on perimeter defense for my cap breakers. That will allow me to get the challenger badge upgraded a little bit. And that's super important for challenging jump shots this year because, again, shooting is so easy and so broken. Steal at a 79. And then you can see our speed and agility is 91.85. That's pretty important for the build and the way I play. I'm very often trying to get open off ball, trying to get open in transition and be there for that outlet pass. So speed and agility, very important to me. And you can see these cap breakers here. 3-point shot to 99. Again, you don't have to do that. Perimeter defense, the +3 value is very good. Plus we can get our challenger badge upgraded. Steal has very good value, +4. Agility at +2, great value there as well. So I will probably be working on those once I get my perimeter defense up to where I want it. But that is further down the road. And you can look here at our badges. 99.3 gives us legend, set shot, deadeye, limitless range, shifty shooter. And we are not dependent on those season boosters. I don't like to be dependent on them because I don't like to feel like I have to get to a certain point in the season pass to get my badges back to where they just were a couple days ago. I like them to be legend all the time, which again is why I did the cap breakers to 99. Lightning launch boosted to legend, huge for pump fakes. On the outside, pump fake, drive in, slamma jamma on big man's brain. That's lightning launch allows you to boost into the lane quicker. Glove to gold boosted. My aerial wizards really I don't catch a lot of alley-oops. I don't want to catch a lot of alley-oops, especially with the random button press this year. I don't really like to do it, but it is boosted with the clutch gene boost because I didn't have anything else to use it on. Dimer to purple, like I said. Slippery off ball counts as a shooting badge, so when you get your build specialization shooting badge boosts, you can use that on slippery off ball, and that allows us to get open easier on the perimeter off of picks. My squad sets me a lot of picks off ball, so slippery off ball actually does help quite a bit with that. I really like it. It seems to give you a little bit of a boost off of the pick. And you can see those badge perks here. I will be moving Challenger up to max +2 probably once I get the next level, because that will allow us to get purple, which is again very important when playing defense on the perimeter. I pride myself a lot in defense, defending the other team's better scorer, so Challenger is huge for that, and really jumping into their body, almost trying to foul them on the perimeter is how I would recommend playing defense this year. Now, if we look at our build specialization, I have not finished it yet. This last one, I don't really need this badge elevator at all. Again, that's the downside with picking shooting build specialization while also having a 99.3 is one of these badge boosters will be left open. You don't have enough room because the badges are already at legend. I was completely fine with that because build specialization carries over to your other characters. So I figured, why not go ahead and do shooting with a great shooter, make the specialization super easy, and then that way when I do make other builds, if they're not as shooting centric, they will still have that specialization, and I'll have those badge boosts and cap breakers right away. So if you don't want to waste one of the boosters, don't make a 99.3. Pretty simple. Make it your own build. Be an individual. Whatever you like, whatever you don't like, go from there. Now takeover. I have a custom takeover. I do have a video about my custom takeover that goes more in depth in how to unlock that. And the reason I chose these attributes: speed with ball, driving dunk, mid-range shot. Deep bomber unlocks with 3-point shot 90. So as long as you have a 93, you can get Deep Bomber. Again, in my other video, it shows Deep Bomber in action. You can shoot from way too far away. It's very broken. You can hit pretty much from half court reliably as long as you're open and you have that Deep Bomber. And then we can go into my jump shot here. I use Matt Ryan's base with Rudy Gay and Kevin Durant. You can see it has that hitch right where I bring the ball to my forehead. That is typically where I try to let go of the button. If you're rhythm shooting, it might be a little bit after that when he's raising up his hands. If you're on push release, I go straight on push, 100% release speed, and then a 50-50 blend. This is all preference. Matt Ryan base is probably the best in the game, but I cannot emphasize or suggest anymore to just make a jump shot that you're comfortable with. Go into your my court and just mess around with jump shots for an hour. Find whatever you like best, whatever's easiest to get in rhythm with, and use that. You don't have to use a YouTube jump shot. You don't have to use my jump shot. It works really well for me. It may not work very well for you. It's all preference. It's all what works for you. So you can see my dunk packages here as well. I typically, you do get contact dunks with that 89 driving dunk. And then other than that, I typically go for quick dunks that just put the ball in the basket. This MJ dunk is insane. I have triggered it a couple times in rec, and you can dunk from just about the free throw line with an 89 driving dunk. But yeah, so I typically just stay away from the tomahawk, double clutch, kind of back scratcher type dunks, because that really leaves you susceptible to getting blocked by the 7-4 meta builds standing in the paint. So I like to do like more of the rim grazers or the quick athletic ones where I'm just going up and putting the ball in the basket. I'm not about being super flashy. I like to get points and points quickly and easily. So that is my reasoning for doing that. And you can see this all come together with my stats page here. I play a lot of random rec, so my win percentage is pretty dookie right now, but you can see the 3-point percentage, field goal percentage. I'm at 19.5 points a game, 5.5 assists, and that's all with 75% or higher shooting. Limited turnovers, decent amount of assists. I can't rebound or block. I have 6 blocks, so okay, maybe I can block. 6 blocks, all right? I mean, this is basically a Wemby build. If you're searching for a Wemby build, this is the one, 6'5", 200 pounds. So you can see here, it all comes together exactly how I want to play. And again, I know this is the 3rd, 4th, 5th time I've said this. Make your own build, like be your own person. This is just for reference. I'm really good with this build. I'm pretty decent at defense. So if you're not, put more cap breakers or put more attribute points in defense. I don't like to spam dribble moves, so I don't go as high on ball handle. If you do, that's up to you, and you put more points in ball handle. This is just a reference, a starting point. You saw from the highlights how this build plays. And it's a 20 and 5 type of build. That's what my squad needs from me. So that's what I built, and that's how I play. This is what I enjoy. Build what you enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was really fun. I love showing off my build. Check out my other videos. Like I said, that custom takeover video will really go in depth on how to unlock that. And you can see some of the highlights from Deep Bomber. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, whatever you feel like doing. Just have a great day and be kind, be happy, and game responsibly. Thank you guys.